welcome back to another video. My name is Ro and today we are kicking off my Polarthon vlog. Now I know I look a bit different right now, it's because I've just showered and my hair looks better wet like this rather than brushed wet. It would be very flat to my head and look very strange and I would look very crazy, so I am just leaving it as is for now. But yeah, today is Monday, which means it is the first day of Polarthon, and today has actually been bit of a stressful day for me. I resat an exam that I failed in December. It was one of the smaller multiple choice ones in terms of accounting exams, if any of you guys know what that means. There is kind of a thing on that with like my job, like I need to pass exams to stay in my job, so it was a bit stressful. I do feel like I'm like 60% sure I've passed and I will find out tomorrow morning. I am going to film myself finding out the result and I will probably just leave it out of this if it's a bad result. So you might see it. If you don't see it, it means I failed and I probably won't talk about it again this week. However, I am actually currently in a really good mood because as soon as I finished work, I did my exam and then I did like a half day of work. As soon as I finished work, I came off my work laptop, hopped onto my personal laptop, hopped onto Sprints, and there was Gav, Jade, Pris and Steph. And I don't know why, but it just feels like Christmas. Like I could just feel the energy in the room the whole time, even when they're muted and the sprint is on like it is right now. They're so happy and it's just bringing so much joy to not just me, but everyone watching. I mean, these people are my friends, like, or my colleagues kind of on BookTube as well. And it's just so amazing to see people happy and see people together. I feel like COVID is like, people haven't been able to do that for like 2 years. And it just feels amazing. And I feel really good right now about that. And I'm excited to meet my own BookTube friends. Like I want to see Spoops again. I want to see so many people. I want to meet so many people. And yeah, I'm just in a really good mood. So today I have not actually gotten a lot of reading done yet because obviously I just finished work. Then I hopped onto Sprints, then I had a shower. It's kind of just been non-stop today. However, I do have a couple of options. I did actually start the Polar Bear Explorers Club. I started this on Scribd Audio whilst I was working and like just in between. And I didn't actually really like the narrator very much. I think I'm gonna switch to this physically and I actually might start it again because I felt like the narrator was a bit too young. Like he was reading it very young and in very like ho-ho voices, whereas I didn't kind of feel like I got that vibe from the actual writing. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna start again on physically, and I think this was gifted to me by, oh no, there's nothing in it, but I have to assume it was Jade, but it could have been someone else. I think I do have a spreadsheet that I might have it written down in, so I will check my spreadsheet and I will update this another time with who gave me this. And I also, the next one I kind of really do want to read is The Girl Who Speaks Bear by Sophie Anderson. Yes, Sophie Anderson. And this was gifted to me by Catherine, who's one of my patrons. Thank you, Catherine. This one is just gorgeous. And I really loved the world that I've kind of been introduced to already. There's like fairies, unicorns, dinosaurs. I didn't realize like it was that kind of book. Because for some reason, when I think of polar bears, I just think of the armored bears in The Northern Lights or His Dark Materials or The Golden Compass, whatever you want to call it. I only think of that. And that world isn't really like inherently very magical with lots of magical creatures. I feel like it's quite one tone. It's like you have a daemon and you have like some talking bears and like not a lot of whimsy, whereas this is already super, super whimsical. I'm really excited to continue. A couple of things are a bit weird. I don't like the misogyny, but I know that it's written in the way of like, that's a bad thing. It's not endorsing the misogyny, but I just didn't know about that going in. So I'm just like, oh my God, okay, I need to prepare myself to read this because I was getting so angry at the beginning. Basically, it's like women can't be explorers. And it's just like, I'm sorry, what? Why not? And usually like misogyny is not something I really like to read about even in my fantasy because, you know, it's escapism. But I've heard such good things about this that I'm sure it will kind of like challenge that trope or challenge that issue quite well, I hope anyway. So I'm super excited to continue and it's just gorgeous. And I'm hoping I really like this one because then I can buy the sequels and they're all really gorgeous as well. There we have it. We have the Polar Bear Explorers Club today. Hoping to get through a good chunk of this tonight, to be honest. It's not that long. And then The Girl Who Speaks Bear, which has quite a few illustrations in it. Again, it's 1 week. I actually have no live shows this week for Patreon except for the Crescent City live show tomorrow, because I just wanted to do that anyway. I kind of cancelled all my others because I needed a bit of a break from TBRPG-a-thon being live like 24/7, and just in general I am live quite a lot on Patreon as well as like YouTube in general. So this week I'm taking a break and I'm sitting back and I am being like the viewer, so to speak, in terms of sprints and everything with Jade, and I just want to say thanks to Jade for running this. Obviously, this is actually my first time taking part because I always forget, or I always forgot in the past. I've never been the best at taking part in readathons, especially like online. Like, I will do it on my own sometimes kind of in the background and I won't talk about it online, but this is the first time that I've taken part and actually like joined sprints and everything, and it's just, I'm having a great time already. So that's that. I also have 2 bookmarks that I'm using. I have this C.S. Lewis one, which is like Narnia, so it's like icy, and then I do also have Todoroki from My Hero Academia, and yeah, half of his power is ice. So I thought I would use some, you know, appropriate bookmarks for this. So yeah, I'm going to check back in with you guys, hopefully every day. I'm going to try and remember specifically, because this is a 7-day readathon. It's a 7-day vlog. I want to check in with you every day and see what I've done. So, and I have the whole week off to read. Do nothing but read. That's all I want to do this week. Nothing else. Well, if I get my results tomorrow and they're bad, I may have to do something else. But we're not going to think about that until tomorrow. So for now, Polar Bear Explorers Club, and I will check back in with you later on tonight when I have like an update. See you later. Hi angels. So bad news. I did fail my exam, my reset exam again. It is now actually Wednesday. I got my results yesterday on Tuesday. I did not end up reading anything yesterday because obviously I was quite upset. I know some people may not kind of understand why or understand how kind of serious it is, but with accounting in the UK in particular, if you're in a top 10 accountancy firm, they can be quite strict with their policies in terms of passing the ACA exams, and you only get 1 resit, which I then failed. I failed it by 1 question, which is extremely frustrating. And as well, there was issues with like a proctor who is an invigilator type thing and like my thing, and then if I had had that minute back that they were sorting something out for, I think I would have changed something, because I went back to change it but I ran out of time, and it just locks you out immediately automatically because it's a computer-based exam. So basically I have to have a meeting with HR again and just be like, look, I just kind of need to convince them like why they should keep me. My 2 managers, my line manager and my like exams training manager, both on my side. They want to keep me in the team, so they're going to try their best, but like they've said, there's no guarantee. So yesterday I was very upset, but I'm kind of turning it around today. I feel very motivated to just revise constantly now up until the point where I can find out where I can book this resit. If I just revise constantly for the rest of this week, I feel like I could maybe retake it next week comfortably, rather than leaving a gap in between like I did with Christmas and last time. So I think this week is actually going to turn into more of a Polarthon / study vlog. I did actually get about 110 pages into the Polar Bear Explorers Club. I am really, really enjoying it. It's very whimsical. I do really, really like the world that it's set in, and I like the idea of like the different explorers clubs and things. And we've met all of the kind of 4 main characters now, and I really like all of them. I am actually just going to continue reading this throughout the week. I'm probably just going to read like for like an hour a day, maybe in the night or maybe at lunch times, because in the night now, straight after work, I kind of want to be revising and just doing questions constantly, which is going to be a stress for this week. But I'm kind of glad because I kind of took the whole week off for Polarthon. I took it off doing any Patreon live shows or doing any live shows in general. And it is sad that I now have to use that time to revise instead of relaxing, reading, doing what I want. But it is what it is. If I want my career to be successful, if I want to stay in my job, I kind of have to sacrifice a few things. And my headspace right now is like, look, you almost passed it just now. It was, you know, negligible the amount that I didn't pass by. it's very frustrating, but I kind of need to put that frustration behind me because otherwise it's going to affect this next sitting. I need to pass this one before April, which is still quite a while away, but I would like to pass it possibly next week if I can, to be honest with you. I don't really want to do anything else until I pass this exam. Like, I'm kind of solely focused, like tunnel vision on this exam now, which is good, obviously, but I'm still very frustrated. But again, I'm trying to put that frustration behind me. I'm going to postpone a couple of Patreon things next week, I think, and try and take it like next Friday or something, if they bloody do the HR meeting in time. I already postponed this Crescent City live show to next week, so I think I will keep that one there. But then there was an Encanto watch along in the week that I think I'm going to postpone to the week after. So I just really, really need to like get my head down. So with that being said, I think I'm going to do a lot of studying this week. I think I'm going to be recording myself studying, making myself accountable, maybe doing really intense study sprints for my patrons instead of anything else. And that way they still get my patron stuff, because those did really help last time. It's just that I started doing them too late. So apologies for the bit of a downer clip. That is how I am feeling right now. I will still update you with this. And even if I only read this one book this week, it's still a polar fantasy. To me, it's still Polarthon. I feel like, considering it's quite easy to read and quite short, I feel like an hour a day is gonna really like blast through this. So I could probably get to at least one other book this week. But yeah, majority of the time is now going to be spent studying, I think. Even though I don't know when my resit's gonna be, I don't know when HR are gonna be able to set up this meeting, I am just gonna get on with it, you know, because I want to take it as soon as I can book it. I will, basically, for the next day or the next couple of days or whatever. So yeah, again, apologies for the downer clip, but now you have an idea of what this vlog's going to be like. Also, I have just had an Amazon package today, and it's from Meg, who is 12 books a day, and she says, I'm an idiot who bought book 3 instead of book 2, so have book 2 as well. Hope everything goes well at your HR meeting, and bonus chocolate because why not? But I have book 2, which I think is the Witch Mountain one. Yeah, so she's bought me book 2 to literally the book I'm reading right now. Meg, you are the sweetest. I honestly might cry on camera right now. She did send me some white chocolate lints as well, so thank you so much, Meg. I do want to say I do really, really, really appreciate like all of the support that I've had online, like on Twitter and on my Patreon Discord in particular. Fuck, sorry, Jesus Christ. It is really hard, it's really stressful, it's a lot of pressure, especially with like my work policy, so it is a lot, but thank you, Meg, so much. It's really made my day. Like, it's made me feel really good, even though I'm crying. And this makes me think that you've bought book 3, but it did not come today, so maybe it'll come later and he didn't realise, the guy. But it says, yeah, I'm an idiot who bought book 3 instead of book 2 to have book 2 as well. So I will keep an eye out for it, but if it doesn't arrive in the next few days, I will let you know, Meg, in case you have bought it and they are not letting you give it to me, kind of thing. But yeah, thank you so much, Mike. I'm just gonna study now, I think. I am in the middle of a call for work, but it's not stuff that is something I need to pay attention to. It's just training that I've done before, because I was on placement. So yeah, wish me luck. Hello, I have finished my work day. I've done only one question since finishing work, which is quite bad because it's been about 2 hours since I finished work. But it's fine, I do not have anything booked yet, so I'm happy having done one question. I think I'm going to continue with Polar Bear after George finishes food. George is with me now because I've just had several more packages in the post. So I don't know why there were 2 separate Amazon guys today, one this morning and one this evening, but I'm happy. So this is, I think this is the other one from Meg, maybe? Yes, just wanted to send some good vibes your way. Hope you're doing all right. It seemed appropriate for Polarthon week. So this is book 3 in the Polar Bear Explorers Club. So, Explorers? So obviously I'm reading this one, which I said earlier in the vlog, in the opening clip, I was like, oh no, I think someone gifted this to me. No, I bought this for myself. So no one gifted me this one. I did actually buy this one for myself. For the first time ever. Wow, she's buying books for herself that don't have sprayed edges. Who is she? But Meg now has sent me book 2 and book 3 in this series, which I'm very, very grateful for because these are such beautiful covers. I'm really enjoying the first one. So I actually this morning, I think it was, put them on my wish list, or last night, so Meg got lucky seeing them right there. And the spines, I just feel like they're going to look really nice on my little middle grade shelf as well, so I'm super excited to read these. Will be good for some self-care, I think, after maybe finally passing my exam for the 3rd time. And she did also send me some candy kittens, which every time someone buys me these I add them back again, and it's felt like the past 3 times everyone's bought one straight away. But these are amazing. They're vegan sweets, if anyone doesn't know. They're like gourmet sweets from London, and these are the strawberry ones, and they're just really nice. You could smash out this packet in 5 minutes. It's very small considering how expensive they are. Thank you so much, Meg. Oh, and these, for some reason, I just don't know, I feel like I really love the matte feel of these. I'm obsessed with these covers, like, completely. So this is the next one. Here we have Love Her or Lose Her, which is by Tessa Bailey. Look at that. Right, if I get any others now, I really hope that they're the same, like, you know, floppiness, because I have It Happened One Summer, but it's nowhere near like this, and I don't think it's this tall either. But this is the 2nd book in the Hot and Hammered series, which the first one was Fix Her Up, which I had on Kindle, and this is from Helen. Oh, Helen on she's put Helen E on Patreon Discord. Thanks, Helen, for like pointing out who you are. She said professional exams suck, so have some much needed escapism, from Helen. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, you guys are so nice to me, honestly. Yeah, so I love how floppy this is. Yeah, but this is book 2. It follows Rosie from the first book. Like most romance things, like, they do follow like their friend or their sister or whatever in the next book. And Tessa Bailey in general, I think, writes really good smut. It Happened One Summer was my first 5-starred romance in my life. I did read Fix Her Up. I thought it was okay, but I think the tropes weren't quite for me. Like, the brother's best friend type trope isn't really my bag, but like the smut was good, and I thought that the like ending and the rest of it was good. It was just the trope I didn't like. So hopefully the trope in this will be better. I was quite intrigued by the dynamic that these two had. I would probably say there are trigger warnings in this because, yeah, the guy is an ex-soldier, so I'm pretty sure he has like PTSD from that. So definitely a trigger warning for that in this that I already know about. Obviously, if you need to look up any trigger warnings, please do. But yeah, thank you so much, Helen. I'm so excited. This will be definitely one that I'll blast through if I need, like Helen said, some escapism, which I probably will need right about now. And now, let's get into it. I hate this tape. It's always really hard to... Oh, actually, it's not that hard today. I bet there's actually like not loads in here. I always put way too much. Yeah, all of this. Okay. Oh my god, is there no notes? Oh no! But I have a Lint creation dessert thingy, which this is the same ones that Kendra got me for Christmas, but in a little smaller box. Oh no, there's no notes. But George's gonna find out now. But we do have North Child, which is by Edith Patu. This is obviously quite a thick book, actually. Oh my god, it's nearly 500 pages. Jesus Christ, it doesn't look like 500 pages. But obviously this is a polar fantasy. I feel like either Jade was reading this recently, like during Polarthon at the beginning, or something, or someone else was, and it came up on Goodreads as they were reading it because I thought it looked really cool. It might have been Kendra, actually, so maybe it is her. But it says, Rosie is an unusual child, a North child. She was born facing north. And the old stories say she will venture far from home and embark on a dangerous journey. Making a pact with an enormous white bear, Rose travels on his back to a mysterious castle that holds a dark enchantment and key to her true destiny. So this sounds amazing. And the other one is Mort, which is by Terry Pratchett. That was very Welsh, Jesus Christ.
Terry Pratchett.
Terry Pratchett. I'm trying to collect all of the Discworlds in these editions, which are just like, I think they're quite you know, national, global editions. They're just printed anywhere. You can get them anywhere. But I'm trying to collect all of the ones featuring Death first because I really like him as a character. I haven't read loads of the Discworld, but I've read the same few kind of over and over, and I've watched a lot of the film adaptations of them like when I was younger, and I'm very, very attached to the Discworld in general. So thank you so much. We're still trying to find out who it's from. Is no one replying?
Oh yeah, no.
Okay, so we found out who sent Northchild and Mort, and it was Jodie, who is one of my patrons. Thank you so much, Jodie. And she has actually managed to send me what was in the notes kind of thing, because she wrote it down before like sending it. So she's actually like sent me a screenshot of the notes. So I'm going to read them out because they are very, very sweet, and I really want everyone to like know how sweet Jodie is. So for Northchild, Jodie said, I don't know why the douche canoe exam didn't understand that you took the right answers, but I just wanted to send a little something to cheer you up a bit. Next time we'll share, next time. And for the lint, she said, everyone deserves chocolate, but you deserve it that bit more. I know you feel crap right now, but you've created your own little family and we're here behind you, sending love and any help that we can. Thank you for that. And then for Mort, she said, that stupid exam needs to do one. It doesn't understand who it's messing with. Seriously though, hun, we're here for you. You said you wanted to start the master, so I thought I'd start you with one of the greats. From love from Jodie Ice. Jodie, thank you so much. John, honestly, this has been so sweet, and it's really, really made my day, like receiving all of these packages and your nice notes. In fact, the notes more than anything, with the kind words, like they really, really mean a lot to me. And I'm just so, so happy with like my Patreon and like how everyone is. I don't know, I just feel like there's something so special. I don't know if I'm biased because it's my own one, but it's just such a good place to be. And it's genuinely makes my day, like being on the Discord and replying to everyone and doing live shows and speaking to everyone. So yeah, thank you so much, Jodie. I really appreciate it. So now, I don't think I'm gonna do any more questions today because again, I don't know when I'm going to be doing this next exam. I haven't had the HR meeting yet, no idea when. So I'm just gonna slowly, casually keep on top of things. A couple of them throughout the day as I'm doing work or whatever, and a bit after work, and then actually still allow myself to read and relax. So it is about 9 o'clock now, I think. Yeah, it's just here 9 o'clock. So I am actually going to read this. I do have 2 hours until I usually go to sleep, 2.5 hours-ish. That's a complete lie. I go to bed at like 12. I always aim for like 11:15 to 11:30, but I always end up going to bed at like 12:05 because I always stay up to do the Wordle. So that was a lie. I have probably about 3 hours. So I can probably get through quite a lot of this tonight. I would like to. So yeah, I guess we shall see, and I will update you when I have actually read some more. I did do some study in between seeing you last, but yeah, still really enjoying this and excited to continue. So I will speak to you guys soon. Hello, it is Thursday. I did not actually read any more than I said I would yesterday because the Nintendo Direct was on at 10 p.m. and I just fucked around on my phone until that, and then we did that, and then I went straight to sleep. I went to sleep a lot earlier last night though than I usually do, so I'm not surprised. It's lunchtime now on work, and I've just had a few parcels. So I'm going to unbox these for you, just like I have done already in this video. So this is an unboxing video now. Okay, so let's get stuck in because I'm super hungry and the risotto is in the oven. Ice Whisperers! This is the middle grade monthly. I really, really want to read this, considering it's Polarthon as well. Oh, how cute! How cute is this illustrated cover? I'm really, really loving illustrated covers recently. I really like the spine as well. Obviously this is middle grade monthly, so I've heard about it from Jade. And we do also have, I want to know how everyone knows which chocolates I like. So this is from Tori, who is one of my patrons, and she said, sending love and healing and strengthening energy, here for you if you need anything, from Tori. She's one of my deities. She is absolutely fabulous. And she has sent me the Ice Whisperers and Salted Caramel Galaxy. I love salted caramel. It's my favourite chocolate, so I think that's how these guys know. But Jodie, who sent me the lint yesterday, I'm like, how does she know I like lint? But I guess, like, I do talk about it a little bit. And people have sent me lint before and I've said it's my favourite chocolate. And then salted caramel is my favourite type of Galaxy. So thank you so much, Tori. I am very, very grateful. I'm super excited for this. I don't even know what it's about. All I saw was that it's an icy middle grade, so I was like, yes, please. Helenka Stachera. So possibly Slavic? A frozen land awaits. When Bella is summoned to stay with her uncle in deepest Siberia, she uncovers a secret she was never meant to find. The entrance to an icy land, frozen in time and full of legends, come to life. Oh, so it's like portal fantasy. But the magical world's in danger. Bella may be the only one who can save it, so she must join forces with the impossible, a long-lost sister she never knew she had, born 40,000 years before. So that's very cool. And also it's got loads of cute little illustrations inside. So I'm very much looking forward to this. I think it's so cute. I might try and get to it this week. Honestly, I've been feeling a bit weird about revising and reading this week. I do have D&D tonight, which is like going to be a good release, but we kind of have to leave pretty much straight after I finish work to get to that. Give or take like half an hour, 45 minutes. So maybe I'll finish, or like I'll read a bit of this before we leave today, or I'll read it at lunchtime now. I don't know. I'm gonna try. I want to, it's just finding the mood to is really hard. Once again, thank you, Tori. And put this with my other chalky stuff. Let's continue. Ooh! More candy kittens! Like I said to you guys, I always put them straight back on my wish list after someone buys me one. So someone has literally gone on. It must have been yesterday. We have a book, and it is, ooh, this is Vicious Spirits. Okay. Is this from Jodie? Oh no, it's Katie. Okay, I know that someone was reading the first one recently. Katie, who is another one of my deities, and look how floppy this is. This is actually the sequel to Vicious Spirits, and I've been really needing to get to the first one of this for years. It's a Japanese, like based on like kitsune type stuff, and like she's an assassin and she only kills men in the first one, not in this one. I think this is more like a sister book rather than a direct sequel, but I'm still very excited to read it. I love floppy books. You guys know this. It's my favorite thing. And so Katie has said, when people like her have a bad day or bad news, I take them out for cake, but you live too far away for that. I hope these yummy candy kittens will be a decent substitute and put a smile on your face. So that's the note for the candy kittens. Then for the book it says, because you are an amazing person who does so much for our little family of crabs, with a little crab emoji that has actually been printed onto the thing. That's so cute. Thank you so much, Katie. This actually makes this a good kind of opportunity for me, because I really want to do a few Japanese fantasy, well, this is urban fantasy, but in particular Shadow of the Fox by Julie Kagawa, and this, oh no, it's ripped at the back. It's fine, it's only a tiny little bit. The box was a bit beaten up, to be fair. Just literally the tiniest little thing. I've just pushed it back in. That's fine. But I didn't realise I looked at the back then. International edition. So yeah, this gives me a good opportunity to do a vlog, because I really want to do a Japanese fantasy vlog where I read some Japanese fantasy, because Japan's kind of like my favourite setting. I mean, I love anime. I'm one of those, so yes. Oh my god, amazing. And it's just so beautiful. Like, the art is just amazing. So let's move on to the last one, which is, oh my god, are there Maltesers in this? I bet there's Maltesers in this. It is, and more candy kittens.
Oh, what flavour are they?
These are tropical mango flavour.
Yeah, I did say.
I said I put these on because I do like mango. I'm always very scared to try new things. So I thought I'd put just one on here. I didn't like the sound of any of the other ones. One's like watermelon, I think one's like blueberry, but like I don't really like those flavours in general. Thank you so much. All right, okay, wait, that's this one. But yeah, Maltesers, I fucking love Maltesers. If I could just eat Maltesers instead of any other like chocolate for the rest of my life, I think I would. Okay, this is from Nicola. That one just says from Nicola. That one just says enjoy your gift. So we have two that have actual things on that I will keep. Oh wait, I should probably look at the books first. We have two books. Nicola, you are too kind. Okay, let's go. We have, okay, oh my gosh, we have The Hat Makers, which I've been wanting to get to for ages. It was last month's middle grade monthly. I never read them on time, but they always sound amazing. And if I look under the cover, how cute is that? I love this. I love this naked hardcover. I even love just the normal cover. And obviously that's kind of like the end papers. I did get the audiobook of this just because I fancied trying it, but I'm super excited to have the physical edition because it's just so cute. I know that this is kind of like Howl's Moving Castle vibes because of the hat making shop element, and I've heard that it's really whimsical, and like her father either is missing or he was lost at sea, but her uncle and aunt are a bit like, or whatever. So basically it's kind of like a mystery, lots of magic. There's lots of different guilds, like obviously they make hats, but there are like, I think the sequel's called the Map Makers, so like I think there are several different societies like that. So that is so cute. Then Nicola for that one said, this book is cute as fuck, will deaths lift your mood, from Nicola. Lovely. And then we also have Empress of All Seasons. Actually, another Japanese fantasy. So I think you guys are trying to tell me something here, but this I've been having my eye on for a while, and again, really nice and floppy. Oh, do you know what? I just get so overwhelmed with how many books I want to read. Each generation, a competition is held to find the next Empress of Hinoku. The rules are simple: survive the palace's enchanted seasonal rooms. Okay, I did not know that this was a trials/competition trope. We may be just deleting my whole TBR for the next few months just to read some Japanese fantasy. So if you conquer winter, spring, summer and fall, you get to marry the prince. All are eligible to compete, all except yokai, who are, well, to me that means demons, but it says here supernatural monsters and spirits, whom the human emperor is determined to enslave and destroy. Yokai, if anyone ever has watched Inuyasha, yokai are just demons. But obviously in Japanese mythology in general, it's probably can be used for several different types of supernatural creatures. So Mari has spent her life training to become the Empress, but she is a yokai secretly. She has the ability to transform into a terrifying monster. So if she's discovered, obviously her life is forfeit. Her fate collides with that of Taro, the prince who has no desire to inherit the throne, and Akira, a half human, half yokai outcast. So this sounds amazing. I've actually heard a couple of mediocre things recently, I think when I first put it on my wish list or when I mentioned it in a sprint or something. But to be honest, this is probably right up my street. This is probably like really exactly what I want. Hopefully it's done well. And yeah, oh my gosh, Nicola, thank you so much. You've been so generous, not only with the sweets, but also 2 whole books. Like, I feel so... I don't even know the words. You guys are so amazing. I just, you know, I don't expect to be sent things. Like I have a wish list there for like birthdays and Christmas and just in general, like if anyone did, but like any other time of the year, I don't expect to be sent anything for any reason. Like I just don't expect it, and I'm always surprised and so happy when things do. So I don't know, I am very grateful. I'm so, words are hard. I'm very excited. I'm gonna add all of these books now to my like gifted spreadsheet so that I can try and get to them through my months with my gifted part of my TBR. You guys are so nice. Maybe I'll actually read this week then, just to try and make up for not reading anything in this vlog. I have been studying, I swear to God. But also tonight I'll be at D&D, so I'll see if I can do a few clips there as well. I'm like 20 minutes into my lunch. I think I might actually read until the risotto's ready, and then yeah. Once again, thank you guys so much, and I will check in with you again in another clip.
Okay. Is there like a cupboard?
Roll a stealth check to
Close the door?
close the door quietly.
Quietly.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh, that's not good. 16.
Okay, you close the door moderately quietly.
Right. And I'm gonna say,
Loosely.
where are we gonna run? We're gonna run.
I'm right here. I can see everything you're doing.
We gotta go.
We're going?
So to be clear, you're leaving the body on the ground now.
Okay. Help me with this body. We gotta move it.
Okay.
Okay. And we need to move the body somewhere in the kitchen. So like, we can take it with us. Okay. I'm I'm gonna take Chuck out of this baby Bjorn and say, I need you to dig a grave.
Oh my god. So you're telling him to dig a grave in the garden? So,
Yeah.
Okay, man. Sure. Okay. He tells Chug to dig the grave.
Could I then attempt to hoist?
Yeah.
I feel like you're quite strong. That's shit.
10.
I don't think that's going to do it.
Could I then drag?
Oh yeah, you can drag it.
I'm just going to start dragging.
Cool. Blood is just like over the floor. Like, stabbed, Keel stabbed in the jugular.
I'm gonna get
Okay.
Then you have
I have prestidigitation.
No, that's just because I was stressed feeling.
yeah, just all in you. It's not blood, it's just beautifully.
Well, it's 1 cubic foot. Like a clean.
Multiple times, it's a cantrip.
Oh, it's a cantrip, yeah. I'm gonna cast it like cubic foot by cubic foot as he goes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Where are you tracking this body?
Take time to take a back out.
Cool.
6. I have 15 foot. I'm dragging some of these.
Okay. I'm going to say you can only really do it from one square.
Yeah.
And I cast prestidigitation.
So yes, you're.
Well, I'm after Doug, I think.
So, okay. Okay, Amari.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast prestidigitation on the blood behind this foot that he dragged. Like, look at you and just be like,
Look at you digging a grave.
what do you need me to do anything else?
You could help dig.
You're the badger.
Huh?
I guess. Help him dig.
I've already cast something.
So the dagger connects, and you take 11 points of poison damage.
So we're not going that way. Force moving the body. Okay. World's greatest thief levels. I'm going to. This is the door, right? As a bonus action, hide. And
Hide.
hold my action.
What are you holding for?
Like the, what is it, variable factor? The thing that prompts the trigger is if someone runs this way, I will throw my dagger at them.
Cool. Okay.
Shit, yeah, there's another door, isn't there?
I didn't even realise that.
Because Shu knew there were 2 doors, so I expect someone to come. Yeah, okay.
Coin.
I'm gonna carry on dragging the body out.
Fantastic. Someone's going to do it. Give me an athletics check.
19.
Oh, yeah, okay. So you have a real burst of strength section. I'm going to let you move your 3/4 of your full movement.
So, okay, feet.
Oh my god, yeah, okay.
Yeah, you got 45, so.
Okay, so.
Well, that's a third actually, so.
Yeah, okay, so I can take him out here. Well, I guess where Shu does.
Shu has 5 foot digging speed per turn. But he's also the size of a bat.
It's like that.
Yeah, they take down cows.
They do.
What season is it?
It's autumn.
You think it'd take like 4 or 5 rounds for him to dig a shallow grave? Yeah.
It's been 2 now, I think.
Yeah, this is the second two.
Yeah.
It is sadly. Well, obviously the body's down within the long run, so hopefully it's still obscured some. And I'm gonna, well, yeah, just,
Okay. That's me. That's your turn? Wow. Amari.
Me. I'm going to cast Prestidigitation again on the blood.
Is it an action, prestidigitation?
Well, it's a cantrip, so it's a spell.
Yes, but is it an action or a bonus action?
I have no idea.
I'm just trying to work out how many cubic feet you're able to clear up.
With that 19, was I not able to like pick it up?
An action, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's only like a bit of blood.
Yeah, so it's like mostly bloody
Because I
here.
managed to pick him up.
Yeah, well, I did one cubic feet before. What, so it'll just reappear again?
Oh.
Okay.
Where does it go? Pull it out?
I don't know.
It's just invisible, yeah.
Oh, is it actually? Someone will slip and fall on invisible blood.
This guard is going to burst up the door, see all of you, well not the guard, sorry, the cultist, and say, what's the meaning of this? He's kind of confused at the sight. Just to be clear, a dragonborn dragged a body out here to a waiting badger who is digging a grave.
Didn't you hold your action?
Yeah, so
Oh, yeah. I think we'll probably actually out here.
16.
Yeah, I mean, yes, that is absolutely going to do it.
Okay, that's gonna hit. 24 damage.
Yeah, okay, that cultist is just outright going to another cube.
It's just not go over.
Yeah, so the cultist collapses to the floor again. Are you going to teleport to them or are you going to...
Yeah.
Cool.
What does elemental attunement do for like
I can actually pick up.
We made the badger work so
The
hard.
second grave you've made it dick.
Hey, well, are we doing this? Are we just gonna storm them? That's what Doug wanted to do, right, at the beginning. Does Doug look angry? So he doesn't look like threatened. He doesn't need help.
No, he's chill. He's like sunglasses emoji.
That is Doug. I mean, okay, do you want me to come over there?
No, it's cool. I think I'm hiding.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'll stay here then.
Alright.
Okay, bye.
So you can only really see Amari and Toy. And he says, "Oh, hello. I don't think we've met."
Hi! Brother Doug brought us. We're interested in becoming initiates in the cult. In the Watcher, Retzanar. I've heard a lot about.
Roll a deception check.
That's a natural 1. Plus 7, but natural 1.
Okay. Brother Jethro's eyes narrow. He lifts his hand with his third eye visible, and you feel a paralysing gaze upon you. Give a wisdom saving throw.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Right, this is so smug about it.
Well, I just had a natural 1. So.
Okay, so you still take 4 points of damage.
Okay.
But yeah, you're not held in place.
I'm gonna sit back here. Hello! I'm gonna speak loudly because I'm away from the camera, but I think it should be fine. Also, I did not realise this was in frame. Hello, welcome again back to another clip. It is now Saturday evening. I have been kind of studying all day, just keeping on top of my revision a little bit. I have had the call or the email and that to let me know that my HR meeting is going to be on Tuesday for whether I lose my job or not. I'm going to go in with a list of points. You will see on Twitter, or this vlog might even come out after that, so hopefully there is a good outcome. But I am doing that on Tuesday, I've been told, just to update this vlog for you. And on Thursday night, we went to D&D. You will have seen a bit of that in the previous clips. And last night, on Friday, we went to our friend's house, Tom, who is part of my D&D group. He's our DM, actually. He hosted, and we went with Tyler, who is from the clips as well. He sat next to George, he's from America. And we went with their partners, so their partners Maisie and Meg, and we had a really cool board games night, and we ordered like some Middle Eastern food, and it was really nice. And it was just a really good night, like away from my phone, like not feeling pressured to come onto the internet and like search my socials or scroll through socials. Just like had a really damn good time, to be honest. That sounded so posh. It was really good. I had so much fun. And I'm excited to do it again. And I'm kind of excited to be like putting down roots in Birmingham and making friends. And I don't know. I'm just having I'm feeling good. And hopefully in line with that, I will be able to keep my job and not have the stress of having to find a different job on top of moving as well. Now the update for reading. Obviously I did say I've been studying today. I did actually start the second season of Love is Blind as well, kind of in the background while I study. Really enjoying it. I am on episode 3, in case anyone is wondering. I went into the office on Friday yesterday, and I actually went to Waterstones at lunchtime, and I did have 40 quid on my card because of the triple stamps that I took advantage of in November. And I bought 2 paperbacks, which are both extremely floppy. You know I wouldn't buy a stiff paperback regardless. I wouldn't spend my own money on that. So I bought Master of Sorrows because I don't actually have this yet physically. I do actually have it on Kindle, but I don't care. I did also get the Bone Ships for the same reason. It's also I have this on Kindle, but I wanted to actually maybe tab this up because obviously this is for the Backlist Book Club, which is mainly hosted by Cassidy over by Covers with Cass. And she asked me, Bex, and Jade to be part of the Backlist Book Club, and we're starting with The Bone Ships by R.J. Barker. This is a book about basically 2 nations at war, and historically they make their ships out of dragon bones. And for the first time in centuries, a dragon has been spotted like on the far off coast, and basically whichever side reaches or catches the dragon first is kind of guaranteed to win overall the war. It'll give them at least a huge advantage. So epic fantasy, seafaring fantasy, super fucking excited to be honest. Feel like it might be one of those underrated series, really. It feels like it's gonna be like a diamond in the rough kind of thing. Really like the cover, really like that it's kind of like parchment-esque. And obviously love that it's really floppy. And yeah, I'm going to try and tab this up. And Master of Sorrows as well. I don't know if I'll tab. It's a bit longer. It's nearly 600 pages, but the writing is tiny. But I've heard such good things about this from Jade and Ashley in particular. And I've been wanting to get to it for a while. I've just been so overwhelmed with everything I want to read. So I feel like in the future, my TBRPGs might be a bit more like I give you a few options to do with the prompt and then pick one throughout the month, which I know you guys will obviously be happy with because it's still quite interesting to see the story of TBRPG. And even if I'm picking stuff from a few options, it's still quite fun to then come back at the wrap up at the end of the month and see it. Also, I just love these covers, love these spines together. I just love buying books, man. To walk into Waterstones and just be able to spend money, and it's not even my own money because it's on a gift card or whatever, and just be able to buy things, because usually I stand there and I agonize over buying books because I don't want to spend money. And it was just so easy to walk in and want these and buy them. So I'm super happy. And yeah, so now I'm going to continue with the Polar Bear Explorers Club. I am actually a bit further in than when I last spoke to you because I read it on the train into the office. So I'm about 2/3 of the way through now. Almost exactly 2/3 of the way through, actually. So I'm definitely going to finish this in the next... Honestly, it's 100 pages. I could say 120 pages. I'd say I'd probably be able to do that in an hour. We're going to have a go anyway. And then I want to move on to The Girl Who Speaks Bear by Sophie Anderson, another polar fantasy. And yeah, I feel like I can catch up on my Polarthon reading quite well. So I will see you again when I have more to speak about. Hello, I have just finished the Polar Bear Explorers Club, and this in the end has come out as a straight 4-star. I've just put it through Core Pile, and it's got 7.29, which is just a normal 4-star. Yeah, this was pretty solid for a middle grade as well. The storytelling and plot, I think overall, were definitely not as good as the actual concept and world, which I found very whimsical and just in general very fantastical, which is something I really, really enjoy in middle grade kind of fantasy in particular. I think some of the characters definitely spoke to me more than others. Obviously Stella, it kind of is the main character in this, and Ethan has a lot of kind of characterization, and Beanie does as well. Beanie is the kind of half-elf autistic child that hangs out with them. I say hangs out, like they're on the expedition together. Ethan is kind of like a bit of a dick at first, but it turns out like he's just quite, you know, he's got a bit of trauma, and that's the reason he like pushes people away. And Shay, honestly, I don't think he brought much to the plot. He was just a wolf whisperer. It felt like he was just there and not much happened with him. I don't know if something's going to happen with him in future books and if he gets a bit more of a role. But I definitely felt like the main three were Ethan, Beanie, and Stella. I didn't feel like Shay brought much to the table, honestly, with the adventure. Really liked the world again. The only kind of thing, like, even when I was reading it, I kind of knew it wasn't going to be a favourite because I have such a high standard for middle grade when it comes to sort of... Nevermore is my favourite middle grade series of all time. Amari and the Night Brothers came extremely close to being a 5-star, but it's also still a favourite. This is like solid. I definitely want to continue the series because I really like the world more than anything else. Plus these are gorgeous, so who wouldn't want these on their shelves? Look at that foiling. The main climax of danger, so to speak, and resolution kind of happened all within the space of less than 30 pages, which I felt there was not enough real build up to. There were hints throughout to what was going to happen or who Stella is and her origin, because she looks so different to everyone else. And I felt like that was revealed, went bad, and then resolved very, 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 very quickly. Considering the size of the book, I feel like that should have happened over at least, I don't know, I want to say like 75 pages. I feel like we should have spent way longer on that. It felt like a very big plot point that was just almost used like another stepping stone in the story, when it feels like it should have been spent longer on. And I didn't feel any real danger for them, to be honest. Not that I want to feel like my children are in danger when I'm reading about them. But in particular, again, I always hark back to Nevermore. I feel like Nevermore does a really good job of actually creating fear for the characters and for you against kind of like the main villain, and it's quite creepy and quite dangerous, and you feel like the characters are actually in danger and could die. Whereas this, it was just like I'm 100% sure they're going to be fine. Like there is no fear or danger at all for them, even though they're in a very dangerous setting, being in like the Arctic type setting. So there was that kind of dropped the whole star for me. Honestly, I was thinking more about 3.5 to 4, but I'm happy with it coming out at a 4. When I was at around page 200, so about 2/3 of the way through, it was at that point currently a solid 4. So the kind of main climax had not happened yet. Yeah, honestly, really solid. Again, maybe not a favourite, but definitely something that I want to continue with the series because I love the world building and I love the design of the world and the magic and the creatures in the world. So I am actually very excited to continue. Just not like the most, you know, well put together plot and writing, and you know, that's fine. What can you do? So yeah, really happy with that. And I would like to say once again, thank you to Meg, which you saw me unbox stuff from her earlier. She's bought me the 2 sequels. So just wanted to point that out again. Thank you, Meg. I have about 23 minutes left of this very last sprint that I'm doing in for my patrons, as it's Saturday, and George is currently making dinner, so I think we're going to watch The Apprentice that we missed on Thursday night with dinner. But after that, and sort of in the run up to that, I'm going to start The Girl Who Speaks Bear, which I'm really excited about. The girl in this was found abandoned in a bear cave as a baby, so she always wonders where she's come from. She tries to ignore the strange whispers and looks for the villagers, but she has to flee her house, and she goes on this journey basically, and she finds lots of friends along the way. So very excited. I'm going to start this right now, I think, and until dinner. And yeah, I'm happy. I'm really hopeful that I can get to at least 2 more books. So this and maybe something else, possibly The Ice Whisperers, possibly Frostheart 2, but we will have a go for it. And yeah, thank you guys for joining me on this journey again. And we will continue, and I will see you again later when I have more of an update. So bye. Hello, my loves. It has been a few days since I last caught up with you, but Polarthon is over. It is now actually Tuesday. I've not updated you in a while. Basically need to finish off this vlog. I didn't actually get any further in The Girl Who Speaks Bear. I got basically a few pages in, but I got very anxious and stressed about my HR meeting. I did just want to hop into this vlog and in the finishing clip let you guys know that I did get another shot at doing my exam. I have been severely kind of slapped on the wrist for failing my exam twice, and basically have been told like it's very severe and next time I do need to pass or I basically will be fired, which obviously is stressful, but I am happy that I have another chance, and it's a bit more, it's kind of a bit of less pressure now because I don't have to book it in yet. I'm going to do it in a way that I just revise casually for the next couple of weeks, see when I'm ready, and then just book it in when I feel like I'm ready, rather than having a day that I'm counting down to, because I think that's where my anxiety was stemming from. But my manager's put in kind of a business case and kind of pleaded with HR my case to keep me basically, and I feel really grateful and happy for that. I'm probably making it sound a lot less severe than it is. It is actually very serious. I could have lost my job. You guys may think that's harsh, but that's kind of like how accounting goes a lot of the time. Just to finish off that kind of saga in this vlog and let you know it has come out as a good outcome, and I am feeling really good in the coming weeks. I'm taking a little break from YouTube, just gonna be doing some vlogs rather than sit down videos, other than unboxings. Like, I'm just gonna be doing some easy content for now. So hopefully you will still get at least one video a week from me up until I pass my exam, but I'm just gonna take a bit of the pressure off myself, I think. I did want to mention that I did get another book in the mail, and that was Starfell, and this was from Emma, who is Roslanta. I don't know if you've seen her around on BookTube, but she wanted me to particularly look at the Underneath the Dust Jacket, which is so lush. And I know this is one of Emma's favourites as well. It's just a cute middle grade about a girl called Willow Moss, and it says she's a bit odd. She's the least powerful sister in a family of witches, but she has the magical ability for finding lost things. Then the most feared witch in all of Starfell appears at Willow's door, asking for her help. Last Tuesday has gone missing completely, and without it the whole world will unravel. So this just sounds quite whimsical and quite nice, and I'm excited to read it. So thank you so much, Emma. She did send a little note as well. She said, "Hi Ro, I couldn't see this on your wish list and not get it for you. I know you've had a difficult week, so hopefully book mail will help a little. Don't forget to check out the naked hardcover like I showed you." And also it's signed. Which is strange because it's from Amazon, and I think Emma said she got it for Jade and the same thing happened, so that's quite funny. If you want a signed copy, you should probably order one from Amazon. But yes, Emma, really grateful, thank you so much. And then the wonderful Kendra, who I'm sure you all know very well on BookTube as well, sent me I'm swimming in Lindor basically at the moment. She sent me a tin of Lindor. You guys are gonna love this. She also sent me, so I'm getting the candy kittens out of the way, she also sent me a mug. And it has a crab on it. I know lots of people still get confused about the crab. They wonder what it means, what it came from, what the fuck. Just to reiterate very quickly for everyone who doesn't know, the crab has become synonymous with my channel, in particular my Patreon. We're kind of a crab cult, and I'm the cult leader. That's the kind of ongoing running joke at the moment. And yeah, basically back in August-ish, we did TBRPG live for my September TBR, I think it was, or something like that. It was to celebrate 2K subscribers, and Jordan described giant crabs that were being ridden as galloping, and I questioned it and I thought that sounded funny, and it's just stuck. So basically that's just all the crabs are about. So this is going to turn into my deity pick jar. I am definitely going to use this ugly ass mug as a deity pick jar. I love it so much. I just think it's so good. I find it so funny. And it's from the English Tableware Company, in case anyone's wondering. So yes, Kendra, you are the most fabulous. She did give me, oh, this is the funniest part. With the Lindor came just like a blank Christmas card, which I thought was hilarious. And Kendra said, "We always need chalk." And for the mug, she said, "Because lol." And it just came with a blank Christmas card, which I think is the funniest part, genuinely. So Kendra, you did make my week with this. Okay, so this week has been a bit up and down. I apologise just in general for things that have happened in this vlog, but I do want to say thank you everyone who has supported me, especially anyone who has sent me something in general, anyone who has said anything nice, whether it be on the Patreon, Discord, Twitter, Instagram. I really appreciate it, and I read every single, you know, interaction that I get, and I try to respond to everyone. Apologies if I haven't. That is it for this vlog. I did actually get Sky and Breath today, so I'm going to be starting another vlog, I think, for this. So you probably will see that next week. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please do leave a like below. Give me a little emoji in the comments, any emoji you'd like for this one. Some kind of self-care emoji, a hug emoji, high five, shaking hands, whatever you think is self-care. Give me one of those emojis if you were here but you didn't really have anything to say but wanted to let me know that you were here. Make sure you subscribe to get all the future content from me in your inbox. All of my links are in the description, including my Patreon. And if you don't know what goes on my Patreon, then this is what you're missing out on.
I've just had 3 huge babies. My whole body is broken at this point. I love that you just said 3 huge babies.
3 just massive babies.
Just fucking gigantic babies.
Speaking of my Patreon, I want to give a huge shout out to everyone at my deities here. So that is Becca, Meg, Rachel, Lisa, Lydia, Mercy, Sarah, Tori, Liv, Adinda, Celeste, Britt, Marloose, Kay, Danny, Hannah, William, Chris, Andy, Lauren, Kate, Kendra, Ashley, KW, Frog, Lynn, Amy, Rye, Jenny, Hattie, Heather, and Katie. Thank you guys so much for all of your support, and I'll see you in another video. Bye!